That's my...
Suddenly, some of my kinks make sense.
So I guess that's a perfect intro. This is Sharks Across Hollywood. This is Sharks Across Tokyo. Technically, we're going to talk about Aeon Flux. If you know what we're talking about, we're talking about Western anime adjacent thing,
Which this definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like the Rev was saying, it is very kinky. It's a little gross. It's really sexual and it's really fucking weird.
Holy shit!
And,
that's an understatement.
And it's actually some of the coolest shit you will ever see in your entire life.
It's fucking awesome.
It's so fucking cool. The early 90s was such a weird time. I keep talking about that, and this is the perfect example of how weird the 90s was. Cable was not like super new, but it wasn't...
It was only about a decade old, less than a decade for most people.
Cable started officially in like the 70s or whatever, but yeah, most people didn't get it until the mid-80s.
Late 80s for a lot of my peers, yeah.
So cable was still fairly new, and then MTV comes along, and comes along. They've been around since 1980 or whatever.
No, I thought it was like 82,
early 80s.
It might have been 80. You might be right.
Video killed the radio star and shit, yeah. And because now you had to be pretty, you couldn't just be an ugly bastard and fucking.
I saw the Hall & Oates interview too.
I didn't see that. I just know that's how that happened.
Oh, did you not hear? Because that was their whole gripe. Is they were like, now it's not enough to just be a performer. You also have to be a performer and a model.
No, I didn't hear that. But that's funny. And then MTV.
I think it was Hall & Oates anyway.
And then MTV goes like, you know what? Let's make something kind of ugly again. Let's make you very uncomfortable.
This show is kind of grotesque.
So Aeon Flux obviously debuted on when did it? It was like
it was one of the episodes.
November 30th, 1991. It was in So it supposedly debuted in Liquid Television. I'm not supposedly, like it did. I definitely laid eyes on it as a kid. Probably not in the early 90s. I definitely saw it in 95. I watched the half-hour episodes where she speaks, and there's all sorts of shit going on. The Rev and I sat down and found a bunch of episodes of Liquid Television on YouTube. We sat there and we're like, I just want to see how it kind of integrates in and what it's like.
Yeah.
There was no Beavis and Butthead on that episode. There was no Aeon Flux.
Well, it was the first episode. We were watching the first episode.
I know. And I looked it up on like IMDb, and the first episode says Aeon Flux. It's right. It's supposed to be there.
Really?
And I scrubbed through a bunch of those episodes. None of them had Aeon Flux, except the announcer on the show talks about Aeon Flux.
Oh, so they must have cut it out for to avoid a copyright strike or something.
Something. It's weird, and it bothers me. Huh. Like if you're gonna post all that shit, just post the whole thing and don't be a pussy. The stuff that was on Liquid Television was it's called the pilot. It cuts together as a 12-minute thing, like a short film.
Yeah. No
dialogue, really cool music, lots of sound effects, really really awesome, weird fucking. I don't know how to describe the animation.
It's like anime meets Frank Miller. That's how I would describe it.
Kind of. Peter Chung is way less douchey than Frank Miller, though.
I'm not trying to argue for Frank Miller's personality or character. I'm just saying he's got a unique visual style.
I heard him talk, and I'm like, oh yeah, this guy actually has a brain. Like Frank Miller's just like, titties. Why are you speaking, woman? You should just be there. You're eye candy. Shut up.
I haven't seen any interviews with Peter Chung, but I don't have any trouble believing that just because what I've seen of Frank Miller, he is definitely kind of a douche.
And Frank Miller's not necessarily like that. He did write some strong women every once in a while. He did write Elektra when she did get fucking killed in that run. But then he also directed that movie The Spirit, and that dude wants to fuck that city so hard.
I gotta rewatch that. I haven't watched it in a while. I enjoyed the shit out of it though when I did.
He's just like, look at that building over there. It's so fucking pretty, and it looks so smooth. I just wanna touch it.
Anyway, this is a prime example of silent protagonist fiction, and I think it's
nipple tweaking.
I think I'm trying to stay on task here.
Okay, keep going.
Like there's not enough kinky shit to talk about with Aeon Flux. Literally every episode is some kind of new weird
Holy
exploratory kink
Yeah.
going on. Every fucking episode. And of course this is what is it? 6 different episodes cobbled together into a single episode.
Well,
so this has
the opposite. So it's one thing that they cut up into 6 separate 2-minute episodes that each aired on an episode of Liquid Television.
See, what I don't know if it went that way or not because
I think that's how
the segments do break up very well into 2-minute segments.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't actually know because
So this is a chicken and egg situation.
And
I
it
don't
doesn't
know which it is.
It doesn't really matter because it all flows really nicely when you're watching the whole thing.
It works as a single unit great. I watched it just as the contiguous story and it works fantastic. It's not watching this back in the day, it was impossible to make sense of what was going on. I was able to understand it a little bit better now that I've watched the entire thing back to back to back to back to back.
All I really remember, like genuinely remember about Aeon Flux is the chick with the hand feet, and I created a false memory in my head that Aeon Flux at one point had hand feet. Did not have hand feet ever.
No.
But I thought the last episode, or second to last, whatever the one with the vials and the little kid. Yeah, it was the second to last one.
Yeah.
And she goes into that little experimental chamber thing, and I'm like, oh, is this where she gets hand feet? Because it looked like they were going to operate on her or something. I didn't really know. Generally speaking, I have
you know what it might be. It might be that sequence in the episode where they kill the lady with the hand feet. Was that the episode was that like her only episode?
Yeah, that's the only episode she's in.
Anyway, in the episode with the lady with hand feet, there is a scene where she breaks in on Trevor and Aeon, but Aeon's hands are sticking out from under the covers, but it looks like feet. That might be what you were thinking. That might be what gave you the idea.
Maybe, but in my head, I see Aeon doing the swingy shit with her feet, even though now I know for sure that never happened.
Yeah. No, I can understand that.
But I was also 95. I was 8 years old.
Suffice to say, the visual storytelling here is incredibly strong, and it's so compelling. It's very mysterious. Way more is postulated than is explained. Like
yeah,
nothing is explained in these shorts.
I purposefully watched the pilot with the commentary twice, just
to try and understand
just so I knew what the fuck was
going on there.
And yeah.
I didn't do that.
And they're not like trying to say anything, but they're like, yeah, at the end of the day, it really shows that everything that Aeon Flux doing was kind of fucking pointless, right? Because all these people were gonna die anyways. We still don't know like what the fuck's going on. Like, and it gets to the part where she dies. She dies at the end of every episode in the first 2 seasons. By the way, well, not every episode in the first season. She dies at the end of the 6-part thing.
Yeah, and then she dies at the end of every episode in the second season.
But in this first one, she goes to the afterlife. Where
we get more kink. More kinky shit.
They suggested that was her preferred afterlife, a blue weirdo with a weird
like hyper-textured tongue that looks like something,
and he's licking her feet.
Like what are those bad dragon dildos?
Yep, and he's licking her feet. There's a lot of foot stuff in this.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Or iceberg to be the
everything else
classy.
I can get past and I'm fine, but Jesus Christ, what's with the feet? Feet are like the least sexual part on a human being.
Some people are super fucking into him, and clearly Peter, whatever his name is, Peter Chung, is that it? Or clearly Peter Chung's a foot man. That's all I'm saying.
At least he's just doing it to a cartoon, and it's not fucking Quentin Tarantino writing the scene with Selma Hayek just for his own perverted purposes. She is a good sport, that lady.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think that was also early on in her career, and she's like really talented, but she's like, well, I'm hot. I guess I should just be hot in this fucking movie. I don't know. I don't know what that conversation was like.
I'd be curious to hear her take on it.
Yeah, she's probably fine with it. Maybe is she fine with it now? Maybe she's just like, oh fuck, I never talked to him again after that. He's fucking creepy.
Who knows? Could be. She kept working with Rodriguez.
Oh, that is true.
And Rodriguez was the director on that.
But yeah, no, that first 12-minute pilot, really cool. She dies at the end. Then season 2 is made up of 5-minute short films, essentially. Again, dies at the end of each one. And it's just her trying to infiltrate whatever the fuck Trevor Goodchild is doing, and he's like the leader of the other guys, but also her love interest, and they really want to fuck each other, but they never quite get around to fucking each other. And then,
I mean, literally, episode 1 of season 2. Now, granted, this is the air order. I watched them in air order, not in the DVD order. However, with the season 3 ones, I watched them in the DVD order, not the air order.
That way, just flipping discs.
Because I would have had to, I would have had to like swap discs constantly. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. But with season 2, I watched them in air order, and the very first episode aired was, what's it called? It's called like Gravity. And it's the one where she's on a plane and he's on a train, and it literally starts with their tongues in each other's mouths, and his tongue flips open her tooth and drops a note into it.
Oh man. See again, but they're not fucking. They're just making out, and he's sticking his tongue in her ears and her feet.
But keep in mind, at this point we've seen them as antagonists in season 1. Like they clearly there's something unusual going on between these two, which is of course fleshed out in the season 3 when they get dialogue and shit. It's a very complicated
Technically there was dialogue in the 5 episodes. She says plop and no. That's dialogue.
Okay, fair.
That's
and
dialogue.
then there's that news sequence where the guy's going that
counts, right? Hey, apparently that counts as dialogue because when they made the Minion movie, they actually had to write that stuff.
That's because Minions speak Italian.
What?
Minions speak Italian.
Oh,
Para
okay.
tu. That means for you.
Oh, okay. Because I heard a guy give an interview, and he's like, "No, we like legitimately had to write every fucking word they said."
Yeah, Minions speak Italian.
I did watch a Steve Carell movie that I really liked the other day.
Which one?
The Way, Way Back. I had never seen it.
I've not seen that one.
You might need to watch it. You know who fucking wrote that shit? Jim Rash.
No shit.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I just started watching it because I'm just like,
Academy Award-winning writer Jim Rash wrote The Way, Way Back?
The Descendants, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same writing team.
Okay.
It's him and that guy.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean,
except they're both in the movie, too.
Oh, cool.
Like, the other dude plays like a slacky surf bum guy that works at the water park. And
I'm less interested in that than who Jim Rash plays.
Jim Rash works at the water park. So it takes place mostly at a water park. And he fucking hates his job. And
okay, you know what? You've sold me. You've sold me.
And it's just been like an ongoing thing for years and years where he's like, "Oh, I'm getting out. I'm gonna go do this thing." And then they're like, "Yeah, sure." And then he finally like gets to a point where he's like, "No, I'm gonna do the thing." And then they're like, "Well, let's have a party." And he's like, "Never mind." But he has hair too. It's fucking weird, man.
Oh wow. Oh, that would be weird. Yeah.
It's a really, really, really good movie though.
All right. I'll have to watch it. I do love Jim Rash. I feel that he is the hidden hero of Community.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm down for Jim Rash.
I don't think Jim Rash didn't write that episode, but I went back and watched the My Dinner with Andre episode again the other day. Because Jason Pargin brought it up in one of his little videos, and I'm like, "Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna go check it out." And it's so good.
Yeah, that's a great episode.
That show is great.
I'll never forget My Dinner with Andre, Dinner with Abed.
You know what's also great? Aeon Flux. I would actually say that this is a great show. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
Its influence is not enough.
I think its influence is pretty big. I think it was responsible for priming the pump on the anime boom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like the anime boom that would take place in the early 2000s is, yeah, I think you can draw a direct correlation.
A bunch of crazy 8-year-olds watching this fucking show going like, I need more like this, only let's make it less creepy, maybe.
I don't think we realized how creepy it is. I really don't. I was texting my girlfriend during this, and she's super into the kink scene and everything. She used to run a dungeon, be a madam, like all the stuff, right? Like she's super active and involved and all about the kink scene. And I just texted her. I was like, as it turns out, you would absolutely love this show. Every single episode is getting into some new form of kink. I mean, there's chastity belts. Everyone's wearing a corset. There's literally at one point Trevor is locked up inside a locker, licking on a broken egg. There's extreme body modification. All kinds of fucking wild shit. And of course, the foot stuff is off the charts. The bondage is off the charts. It's all there.
There are some of the weirdest characters and just weird imagery in this show.
At one point, she jacks off a dude's stump leg.
Yes, that does happen. That very much does happen. Like in the very first episode. So I imagine that a lot of people, like probably by the time the half-hour show started airing, had never really seen it before. I imagine they're new. They come in, and the first episode is called Utopia or Deuteranopia. I think that's how you say that.
Yeah, I had a little trouble reading that one myself.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Trevor Goodchild, he like kidnaps the leader of this other town. There's like a power struggle going on between these two like cities, like of different ideologies or whatever, and I really don't know what the hell's going on. What happens? He has him locked in a dungeon, and then he opens up his stomach and climbs inside of him, and it's like another room.
No, that wasn't the leader of another city. That was the leader of his city. He had created like a parallel dimension inside of this dude.
Okay, yeah, right. It'd been a while since I actually watched that episode, so
yeah.
Because, like I said, I was sort of ready for this a month ago about.
Sorry about that. Yeah. That's fair. No, I deserve that.
But, that was weird. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
He's got the guy tied up. He's carved a chamber into his abdomen that leads to a parallel dimension where he's created basically a fuck room for him and Aeon.
Oh, and that's the episode with the chastity belt, apparently.
Yep.
And then there's the one episode with the chick who has a weird spine problem where she has like a vial of liquid that she has to put in the back of her spine so it can be like rigid. And if she takes it out, she can like bend all over the place. And apparently it's not a good thing.
It's pretty wild shit. And then it ends with her getting her legs amputated involuntarily. Like there's so much going on. In this show,
then there's weird babies. So Peter Chung definitely watched Akira, and looked at that.
I don't think there's any question
I'm gonna do something like that because the imagery kind of screams that, especially those little tiny like Louis Anderson looking characters.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what. I will say this though. Okay, I don't think the final episode, the one with the aliens, that one.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Peter Chung's idea. It's the only one he doesn't have a story credit on. I feel like MTV did that one to kind of try and wrap it up in a way that was more satisfying to them.
It did seem like a more endy,
it seems out of place with the rest of the series. It really felt like it was like the series should have ended with the episode with the baby monster. Because I feel like that episode explained why she dies and keeps being reborn over and over and over again. Like that explained it. It made sense that she's basically immortal once you watch that episode, which was the last episode of the series. And then MTV tacked on an ender is what it feels like to me.
So I did not bring my DVD set.
I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's what it feels like.
I didn't bring my DVD set back up here to put it away, to get it off of that giant pile, because I need to rewatch these episodes and I want to watch them all with the commentary to see like what he has to say about it, because I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, I'd be curious about that too. I'm definitely going to rewatch this with my girlfriend because she will love it.
And it's doable. Like it's only 10 episodes.
Well, 10 episodes plus basically another episode. So it's like 11 episodes basically.
And it's a pretty easy watch if you can stomach some
I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing in like a little over 4 hours this morning.
But it's very anime coded, and that's why we wanted to do it. Well, I wanted to do it, and he's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I absolutely feel like this was this was a precursor to the anime boom. I feel like Akira happened, and then this happened, and then Miyazaki happened, and that was what led to the, and of course Dragon Ball, making the Dragon Ball and Naruto, Dragon Ball having of course already existed for a long time, kind of hitting the mainstream right at the same time as like Naruto did, and Yu-Gi-Oh and the Pokemon thing of the late 90s helped with it. And so, like I do feel like that line runs straight through Aeon Flux.
There is an entire Wikipedia page that I just found because I'm genuinely curious about it, like the history of anime in America, and I'd like to dive into some of that stuff. It's kind of interesting because it's such a weird thing to. Well, that's not weird because it's cartoon shit and it's cool and weird and awesome and.
Well, it was weird for a long time, like at least in terms of like the way Western society viewed it. If you were a fan of that stuff, you were considered kind of weird. I remember I had a friend in the 90s. Well, maybe it was very late '80s who was into Dragon Ball, and everybody was like, "You're a fucking weirdo. It's a cartoon." And he was like, "No, it's awesome."
Yeah, Big Bang Theory hadn't hit yet, so being a nerd was not acceptable.
Big Bang Theory did not make being a nerd acceptable.
It helped. No, it made it more mainstream, because now there's a big show that all these that stars nerdy characters, but really they're just like got fucking incel assholes with like nerdy interests. Yeah.
Don't get me started on the Big Bang Theory. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a fan.
Let's talk about Peter Chung.
I'm not a fan.
No,
okay. Peter Chung. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Peter Chung.
It's a fine show. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. It's right. Fuck.
No, it's not. It's not. I fucking hate it.
Well, just because you hate it doesn't mean it's not fine.
Yeah, it does.
All right, you sound like a 12-year-old.
Clearly, I'm right about everything.
The 12-year-old's like, this is dumb. I don't get it. Therefore, it sucks.
Yes. The 12-year-olds understand.
Peter Chung has been in my life like since I was born, and I didn't know that.
Really? What was he responsible for that you were watching at birth?
So I have his filmography here. So it's mostly entirely animation. So he started,
I would assume,
like early on, Fire and Ice, that movie from '83.
Fuck yeah!
He was an animator, layout artist. At least that's what Wikipedia says. So
Fire and Ice fucking rules, man.
I'm being kind of lazy because fuck IMDb right now.
I've been a Bakshi fan since the '80s. Like,
he worked on the Transformers TV show. He was a storyboard artist, and that's one of those things that prompted him to like try to do other shit.
Hell yeah!
And
all right, Transformers rules.
And he worked on the movie. He was
nice.
apparently one of the architects of killing Optimus Prime. So thanks, Peter Chung.
Okay, all right, that was a bold move.
And so fuck Transformers. I never watched that shit when I was a kid.
I loved Transformers the movie back.
No, I did.
When I first saw it, I was like, "This is the greatest movie I've ever seen."
I saw it as an adult, and it confused the shit out of me.
Okay, I saw it when I saw it when it first hit VHS.
Okay, you see, that would make more sense. I saw it after I had already seen the 2007 Transformers movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be confusing.
So I'm like, wait, okay, they're just killing everybody. Like, this is fucking dark. Why is the music so happy? What the hell? Why is Weird Al? What the fuck is going on right now? The music and the shit going on in that movie do not fucking mix at all.
I gotta level with you. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember the way I felt about it after. I remember watching it and thinking it was so much better than the cartoon had ever been.
Yeah, it's a very serious movie subject matter wise, but you have Weird Al doing his Dare to Be Stupid song, and it was a feature-length toy commercial, just like the TV show was a half-hour toy commercial. So I completely understand. They were like, yeah, no, we're killing all these characters to make room for our new toys.
Yeah.
That was the cynical thing back then. He's like, little did I know that everybody was going to fucking hate me. That wasn't Peter Chung saying that. That was like another guy, but
probably the director.
I'm like, no shit. You're murdering some kid's fucking hero right now, and you're replacing him with Rodimus Prime, which was the character Hot Rod. Oh my god. But here's the big one. Again, since birth, Ninja Turtles. Come on.
Oh god. Oh, wow. Yeah,
art direction, and he did some stuff with the opening title. So
wow, okay. All right. Yeah, that's
one of the most
big.
Iconic Saturday morning, well, probably the most iconic Saturday morning cartoon of all time. One of the most recognizable theme songs of all time. That's fucking Saturday morning gold right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a more iconic in the long term Saturday morning cartoon like that had as much longevity as that.
That show ran for fucking ever.
Yeah, no, that's there's definitely a solid argument there to be made.
He worked on the Cops cartoon show. You know,
Fighting Crime in a Future Time?
Yeah, those ones. Ring Raiders, I don't know what that is, but Rugrats.
Oh, God, yeah.
He was an animator on the Rugrats, and that's another one. He's like, yeah, no, that was really limited, so it's like, I need to do something else. Because they're fucking babies. So another thing.
That is, timing-wise, that's probably what led
right into almost
Aeon
directly
Flux.
into it, yeah. After that first bit of Aeon Flux stuff, he worked on a show called Phantom 2040. Do you remember this? Have you ever heard of it?
I have heard of it. I don't know what, like, I'm not conjuring what it was, but the name is definitely familiar.
It's an animated show based on, obviously, it's the Phantom, but in the year 2040, so it's all future-y and shit.
Oh, okay.
Because we were really obsessed with that stuff.
Because the Alec Baldwin movie came out right around
That's
that
The
time.
Shadow. Get your shit together.
Yep. It's Billy Zane. It's the Billy Zane movie that came out.
And
right
it's funny because I thought that same thing.
Yep.
But the cartoon came out in 1994. The movie doesn't come out until 96.
No
So,
shit.
and I think I saw this after the movie. So I'm like, oh, it's naturally a fucking cartoon show to kind of play off the movie a little bit. No. I'm like,
Wow.
who the fuck is making Saturday morning Phantom cartoons and there's no movie?
Before the movie ever came out,
Like,
they're
we
like,
had,
they're
like-
like, we're going to reintroduce the Phantom.
They had like the Defenders show or whatever the fuck show that was, Defenders of the Universe or whatever with
I'm not sure.
it had it was like Saturday morning cartoon thing. It had the Phantom, it was a team of
Oh,
heroes.
really? Oh, I had never heard of that. That doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
But he was a character designer
But
on there.
in fairness, in 94, I was 15, so I was too old.
He was a character designer on there, and like when I heard that, I thought back. I'm like, oh no, you know what? Yeah, no, he was definitely. He had to have been a character designer on there. This is just one. This is one still. You're gonna see exactly what I mean.
Okay.
That's a character. He
Oh,
designed.
yeah. Oh, no, that 100% checks out.
So I watched like a little bit of that first episode. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, he was definitely heavily involved in creating this. The look
Okay.
of these people. So I rented like the VHS tape. You know how they used to like cut together like a handful of episodes and call it a movie?
Yep.
Yeah, I rented that. It was called The Ghost Who Walks. And his name is still Kit Walker because he's like the 90th in line for the Phantom thing. And they made a video game which is pretty cool, but it's really hard. It's one of those where the fuck do you go kind of games, and you have to go all over the place to collect stuff to get powerful so you can beat all the bad guys.
I'm assuming it is like Super Nintendo or Genesis.
Yep, both. And then Aeon Flux, the 95
Oh
series.
wait, Phantom 2040. I feel like that must be where I know it for. I must know it from one of the video games. Let me double check this.
I have. Do I have one? I think I have the Genesis version.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely seen the video game before.
Like you're at the video store, you're fucking see that at least see the cover at some point.
that cover definitely looks familiar.
That's a cool cover too. But so yeah, the Rugrats movie, obviously he did storyboards on that, so we came back and did some stuff.
Well, that was like a decade later, wasn't it?
98, so like
Oh
yeah,
god.
almost.
I didn't realize it was that early. I for some reason I thought it was in the early 2000s, the Rugrats movie.
There was another one in the early 2000s. There were a handful of movies, 2 theatrical, I think, and then yeah.
Huh.
And I saw it in the theater. I do not remember a goddamn thing about it, but I remember that it was Nickelodeon, so the VHS was orange.
Yeah, I remember because there was the Rugrats movie, and it's got like a big Reptar on the cover.
Yeah. It's like the thing that they're riding in.
Yeah, it's like a robot Reptar. I remember because I got that for my son, and he was born in '99, so it would have been like 01 or 02 when I got that for him.
He worked on the Animatrix. He did a short. He was the director of the Matriculated segment, and I've never seen the Animatrix, but now I kind of fucking want to.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. I think I watched it once, but I don't remember it. I don't have any memory. But I think I watched it once.
There was Chronicles of Riddick anime movie.
Oh, was it the
Dark Fury?
Dark Fury movie.
And he was the director on that.
Okay.
And a Tomb Raider thing, Fire Breather, which is a Cartoon Network original movie.
Have not heard of that.
Diablo 3 Wrath. There was a Diablo 3 movie, like probably tie in with the game, I guess.
That'd be my guess, yeah.
I don't know what the hell Victor and Valentino is, but anyways, so yeah. So this guy's had a direct line to my childhood basically the entire time, and I didn't even know it until
wow.
now.
Ninja Turtles is a big one. Yeah, that's
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's like a huge chunk of your life right there.
Well, and for me, Rugrats back in the day, like
Yep,
I watched
yep,
Rugrats like crazy. I remember the very first time, like we had cable and then we got rid of it, and my mom said, "Oh, it's because of Beavis and Butthead." I'm like, "You're fucking lying." Now I know she was lying. We were poor. We couldn't afford cable anymore. But we got it back, and I remember the very first thing I ever saw was an episode of the Rugrats, and it was a flashback segment on the show, and I'm like, "Why is it in black and white?" It really bothered me. And then the guy's like, "That's probably just the show." And then several years later, I saw that episode again. I love it when that happens. Is that weird?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it is. And I thought about it because
I think Rugrats
life.
was a great show. Because I was kind of starting to get out of cartoons around the time Rugrats came out, and I still thought it was a really good show.
Yeah, those original Nicktoons, man. Pop Arena is getting to all that early 90s stuff, so I'm very excited to hear all the history about all these dumb Nickelodeon shows that I grew up
watching. Is that a YouTube channel you watch?
He's a YouTube guy. Yeah, he started... I don't know what he started doing, but he did the Animorphs guide.
Oh,
and he talked about every Animorphs book from the first one to the last one. Just
wow, all right.
And it took him a few years, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, what am I going to do now?" And he calls it Knickknacks, and it's just every show that's ever been on Nickelodeon.
Oh, yep. Yeah. Okay, I remember you telling me about that. That's right.
And it's mostly in order, but he does these sample platters where he like it's a Patreon request thing where he'll take an episode of a show that he hasn't talked about yet, or he has talked about, or whatever, and then he just talks about that specific episode. Yeah, and it's all pretty cool. And then he has like in certain episodes, like when he starts like a new year, he'll do what's the thing, Nick at Night retrospective like segment in there, because there wasn't enough new shit to.
Oh yeah, well, and Nick at Night was all
year.
old shows anyway.
Yeah,
like,
but it counts. It's Nickelodeon, so it's the thing. Because we all watch Nick at Night every once in a while when we were kids. I'm putting it out into the world. I want Paparina on the show
to watch my balls.
Well, he can if he wants. Don't force it on him.
I wouldn't. I would never. Consensual only. Subscribers only.
Paparina.
They got to pay me to prove they want it.
Come on the show. We'll let you pick a movie and we'll talk about it. It'll be great.
I'd be down for that.
I'd say Harriet the Spy or some shit, but you're definitely getting to that on your own fucking business.
I've never seen Harriet the Spy.
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh, I saw it when it came out. Obviously.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the right age.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was definitely your age group.
On another one of those orange VHS tapes.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he's getting to. Oh, the next episode is Are You Afraid of the Dark? I think.
Oh, nice.
Which is gonna be fun.
Nice.
The last one he did was Welcome Freshman, which is a show that I heard of but I've never watched before.
I've never heard of that. I remember one I was really into was Salute Your Shorts.
Oh yeah, we were all. He did an episode on that one already because that was like right at the beginning of the 90s, just like boom right in there. And Hey Dude.
Oh yeah, Hey Dude, that's right.
He's done episodes on both of those. Really interesting stuff. It's cool.
They would typically air those back to back if I recall correctly.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw Salute Your Shorts, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna go home and watch Simpsons. That was actually my reaction. I was at a friend's house and I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I want to go home and watch Simpsons.
I liked Salute Your Shorts. I thought that was a fun show.
Then I came back to it and I'm like, oh no, this is actually a pretty good show. And then I ended up watching it a bunch. Nickelodeon's like semi-relevant to Aeon Flux because they were owned by the same company actually as MTV.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that counts.
Plus the animation crossover and
this isn't even fucking. This isn't even off topic technically.
Well, we got here by talking about, Rugrats and, all the stuff that the guys worked on. So, yeah, it's a perfectly valid line of discussion. Having said that, we can go back to Aeon Flux now.
When was the last time you watched the movie?
It was still, I'd say, less than a year old the last time I watched it.
I don't remember much about it other than I'm pretty sure they completely missed the point. That movie does not resemble Aeon Flux in any way aside from the character with the hand feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and they even give her the wrong name. Same outfit, wrong name.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like having now watched through all of this, the movie definitely feels way wrong. And I enjoyed the movie. Like I did enjoy the movie. It's not this at all.
I don't know. It's something like it's such a random time to do an Aeon Flux movie in 2005.
I think it was just like the technology was at a point where it could finally be made. Did Richard Chung have anything to do with it? This is an insanely horny show, and that's the biggest reason I would say the movie was way off, because the movie is not horny at all.
It's just an action movie.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'll put it this way: my father, who has huge horndar, like he gets offended by it. He gets offended by horniness in movies. He fucking loved the movie. He thought it was awesome. So that's how you know that movie was not even a little horny. And this show is all about horniness.
Yeah, I'm looking at Charlize Theron and the pictures of her. I'm like, she doesn't even look like Aeon Flux.
And don't get me wrong, Charlize Theron
she looks good.
Is a fantastic. I think Charlize Theron was a fantastic choice. I think the art direction and possibly, definitely the just general direction of the movie is what was wrong.
She looks hot in like skin tight leather. I'm not going to be mad about that.
Charlize Theron would look hot in a fucking giant cable knit sweater and a blanket. Like, Charlize Theron is just an incredibly sexy woman. The point is they lost literally all of the horniness for the movie. They turned it into a PG-13, should have been R. I mean, this is a hyper-violent cartoon.
You know who actually would have been a good Aeon Flux?
Ava Green.
The chick from The Matrix. What's her name?
Oh, who played Trinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have been good. I agree.
Give her that big weird
Maybe
haircut.
not as good as Ava Green. I still stand by my first choice.
Yeah, that would have worked. Kristen Ritter. Oh man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's that face shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Kristen Ritter would have been great.
Now we're just fan casting. Did you see the Diet Pepsi commercial?
There was an Aeon Flux Diet Pepsi commercial?
Sort of.
Wait, was it movie related?
No. Peter Chung directed a Diet Pepsi commercial, and it had like a model lady in it, and Malcolm McDowell was there, and they were playing.
No.
They were playing kind of like a version of Aeon and Trevor Goodchild and shit.
No, I have never heard of this.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's fucking
Okay.
weird. It looks like Peter Chung doing a thing. It looks like they're like, hey, we want to do Aeon Flux, and they're like, we can't because we don't have the rights to it, but we're gonna do the thing with the stuff. And
Malcolm McDowell does seem like he would make a great Trevor Goodkind just based on his vibe, not based on his looks at all. Based on looks, I would go with someone more like a James Woods or something like that. Talking, like back in 1990, I couldn't stop thinking of him as James Woods. But vibe-wise, like just in terms of the feel you get off of a person, Malcolm McDowell makes perfect sense.
it's weird. I remember seeing it on TV back in the day.
Yeah,
I can't remember what year exactly.
This is all new information to me. I had no idea that existed.
You were too busy being...
Well, I was too busy not paying attention to Diet Pepsi commercials.
You were feeling guilty because you were Jesus-y or something.
What year was it?
I don't remember.
Well, if it was at any point between like 1992, no, 1993, no, 1992. If it was at any point between 1992 and about 2005, then yes, you're right.
1996 with Cindy Crawford.
Well, I mean, I remember the Cindy Crawford Pepsi commercials, but I don't remember anything Aeon Fluxy, and I certainly don't remember anything with Malcolm McDowell. Because Cindy Crawford Cindy Crawford did the voice?
Yeah, and they both showed up in like live action also.
Oh, okay.
But then it turned into a weird cartoon.
Oh no, yeah, never seen it.
It's cool stuff. Again, things that can only exist in the 90s. This is so of its time and future-y all at the same time. Like, it's weird. It can only really exist as it does in that first half of the 90s. Now I don't know I don't know how they would tackle something like this.
Honestly, now I think the ideas are more out there, so they probably wouldn't be able to get away with it outside of more of like a hard R type of situation. I don't, because this is basically like a like this was considered like a PG-13 type of a situation back then.
Make it fucking weird. Macon Blair, get your shit together. Do me a Flux movie.
Macon Blair's Aeon Flux.
That's just my go-to now.
Oh God. Yeah, you know what? I'd be down for it.
Speaking of movies, I don't know if I have any more thoughts on Aeon Flux specifically. So, have you watched it? Have you gone to the theater lately, even though you've been sick and fucking...
No, throughout the whole thing, I went to the theater. And then this last week, I was preparing for a show last night, and so I didn't get a chance to get out. I do intend to go to the theater this week.
I'm gonna pull up my Letterboxd, and I'm gonna throw some movies
Maybe
out at
more
you
times
that I have watched. I
intend to go see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's still there?
I don't know.
That was a long time ago, man.
Like, I was in quarantine for 2 weeks. I had intended to go see it before the quarantine started, and then I couldn't. So I did see Superman. And
okay, good. You saw Superman. Good job. I'm proud of you.
I saw Superman. I saw 28 Years Later.
I missed 28 Years Later.
It was really good. It was really good. It was a fantastic addition to the series, and I look forward to see where they take it.
So, like, since we have gotten together the last time, I don't know. I've definitely seen Superman. I watched Funny Games, the original one.
Oh, okay, the German one.
Yeah, and then I watched Straw Dogs right after it. Straw Dogs.
Oh God, that's a brutal one too.
Straw Dogs is fucking boring and lame. I was so disappointed by fucking Straw Dogs.
Did you watch? Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah, the Dustin Hoffman one. So I'm like, wait, this is about masculinity? It's just about a guy being a fucking asshole to his wife and then not believing anybody. And then when this guy kills somebody and says, I didn't do it, save me, he's just like, yeah, dude, that's cool. I'll protect you.
I also saw Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Oh, good. I was going to ask you about that. How'd you feel?
I felt it was
the first Fantastic Four movie that I would say is like, hey, that's a pretty good movie. I have issues with it.
Stylistically, it was great.
Oh God, what's your fucking
the
problem?
The visual style and everything was fantastic. The story wasn't good.
It was a 60s comic book story.
The story was weak.
It was 100% a 60s comic book story.
Look, here's the thing. The entire movie, and I'm not hating on the movie necessarily, but the entire movie felt like the introductory sequence to a real movie. Every single sequence in that movie felt like the introductory sequence to set up a movie. At no point did I feel like I was in the movie. I just kept feeling like I was in the setup for the movie, and then the movie was over. Stylistically, it's beautiful. It looks great. The casting was perfect. All of the aesthetic stuff was done absolutely right, but the story was just totally empty. And so, honestly, it felt like eating a bag of Doritos. Like, it was delicious, and I felt like I had consumed nothing of value by the end of it.
My only real complaint is that Mr. Fantastic didn't do anything physically fantastic, really. He got stretched like 3 feet by Galactus, and he's like, ow, that hurts. And I'm like, no,
it was probably more like 30.
It's like, no, it doesn't. That doesn't hurt you.
That's the one thing you should be okay with.
In the comics, he can stretch up to 1,500 feet, I learned. And I'm like, this is such a comic book movie. What the fuck is going on? I love Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer. That line has been played on loop on like everything that I've seen. Her fucking, I herald his coming or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I think she's really cool. I've gone back and I'm like, I can't wait to see Weapons now because she's in that. It's going to be really cool.
I am excited to see. Oh, that's right. That's the one I want to go see first. Since we last got together, I watched A Deadly Adoption starring Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig.
That one. Okay, I got a weird adoption movie in the last horror pack starring Sean Astin. I can't remember what the fuck it was called.
No, this is the Lifetime movie.
I remember that.
Kristen
this is an asylum movie.
Oh, really? Okay, all right.
And I'm
that sounds cool.
It doesn't even look good. This last horror pack sucked, so it might be maybe it's good that they're hanging it up.
I had a day where I watched 3 amazing movies back to back to back. I watched Tangerine. Have you seen that?
No.
100% make that your next stream. Tangerine. It's amazing. Yeah, but it's amazing if you want to watch a movie that's populated by mostly assholes, but it's really good. It's like, I mean, they're sympathetic assholes. That's the thing. Like they're sympathetic assholes. And then I watched The Skeleton Twins, which is with Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig. They play twins.
That's on my list. I keep like just kind of skipping over it. I'm like, I'll watch it eventually.
And then I watched Fresh, which I typically don't like Sebastian Stan, but I feel like he was perfectly cast in that.
You should get over it and just watch some fucking Sebastian Stan movies.
I'm telling you, Fresh, he's perfect in that. Fresh is excellent, and I think it might be the one that gets me to watch other Sebastian Stan movies.
I also hate Sydney Sweeney, but I'll still watch movies with her in it.
Yeah, I might not like Sydney Sweeney, but I like watching Sydney Sweeney.
She doesn't do anything for me. Not a single thing. The second she you can be the hottest person on the planet, but if you open your mouth and that fucking voice comes out, I'm out.
You know what? Fair.
But she was
literally the only thing I've watched of Sydney Sweeney is Instagram reels of Sydney Sweeney. That's it.
Anybody But You is pretty good. I was shocked by that movie being good.
That looked terrible from the theater or from the trailers rather. That looked awful.
If you like a dumb, dumb rom-com,
I like a good raunch because it looked like it might be a little raunchy.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. And it's funny, and that guy has way more personality than it looks like he has.
Oh, he looks like he is a personality suck, honestly, from the trailer. I was like, who is this dude?
Yeah. No, it's way...
Why are they shoving him down our throats all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's not a masterpiece, but it's way better than you think it is.
Okay, all right, I'll give it a shot.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Definitely saw that. Jennifer Love Hewitt is way hotter now than she has ever been in her entire life. Everybody giving her shit about being fat. I'm like, you guys go fuck yourselves. Okay, she was 17 when she made the first movie, so ew.
Literally, this is the first time hearing that people are talking shit about her, but if they are, yeah, I agree. Fuck you.
I hated the ending of the movie, though.
Well, okay.
I fucking hated it so much.
It's an I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's not going to be... It's not going to be great.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You have to watch it. When you get to that ending, tell me. Text me what you think of the ending, because I need to know.
All right.
Because, god damn it.
No, Weapons is definitely at the top of my list, though.
We saw Jaws 3D. We also watched Jaws 2.
I haven't watched Jaws 3D yet.
We also watched Jaws 2.
I watched it once in the 80s, but I haven't seen it since
I barely paid attention to Jaws 2. It was kind of boring.
But Jaws 2 was really boring.
Jaws 3D sucks so bad. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. I'm so in.
Okay, that's what I'm hoping for, because that's what I love about Jaws 4, is that it's like so ridiculous that it's hilarious.
I finally saw Django, the original one.
The Franco Nero one?
Yeah. I'm like, this is fucking great.
I have it. I haven't watched it yet.
And I learned that there's one direct sequel to that. Came out in the 80s.
Oh shit, what's it called again? It's
Django like Returns or some shit like that. It's got one of those kinds of titles. I can't remember what.
Yeah, like I was thinking like the Shaft movies, like Shaft's Big Score, Shaft in Africa, like they didn't it wasn't like Shaft 2, and I felt like that's
Django Strikes Again.
Django Strikes
it's
Again.
That thing. Watch Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
That's a fantastic movie.
Okay.
It really is.
Yeah, it was really good. And then it gets to the end, and I'm like, okay, I'm not crying, but like, I'm trying really hard not to.
Yeah, I loved Pinocchio.
Holy shit.
That was excellent.
Spoiler alert, that movie fucking didn't break me, but it made me feel like I felt feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Like
Yes.
when he's walking, like Geppetto dies, obviously, then Jiminy Cricket dies and he keeps him in his heart. And then that little monkey friend whose name I can't remember, they're walking to the graves to go visit them, and then he just fades away, and then the last thing you see is him fucking at the monkey's grave. I'm like, come on, what are you doing? Oh my god. Together.
Haven't watched that one yet. I'm saving that to watch with my girlfriend. She wants to watch it too.
It was hyped up to be like, oh, it's the greatest horror movie of the year.
I doubt that.
I'm like, it's fine.
I'm just looking for something to make my skin crawl because the poster by itself
It's yucky. It
is
does
one
do
of the
that.
grossest fucking things I've ever seen.
Happy Gilmore 2. I did watch it. I did it.
Okay, what's your verdict? Because I'm reluctant to even turn it on.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
not offensive. It's not.
You know what? I don't want fine. I would rather it be terrible.
Do you like the first one?
Yes, I love the
Then
first
you'll
one.
probably like the second one.
I don't like. I love the first one.
It's almost exactly like that. Only it's weirdly unproblematic, which shocked the shit out of me. Death of a Unicorn. Don't really remember it. Wasn't paying attention. It was fine.
I watched Death of a Unicorn on the worst possible day to watch Death of a Unicorn, and
When
I
your
feel
unicorn
bad about it.
died?
No, I had like this huge fight with somebody, and I was just in a really bad headspace, and I wanted to get my mind off it by going to a movie, and it didn't help. So I basically sat there at what I logically felt was a very strong movie, but didn't enjoy any of it.
Yeah, I need to rewatch
of
it.
where I was mentally.
I was wrapping Rachel's birthday presents while I was watching it too, so I was not completely engaged. We watched the way back. Obviously, you talked about that earlier. Resball. Oh man,
How you doing on your movies list?
130.
All right, you're well on track. You said 200, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna hit that no problem.
Eastern Condors fucking rules. You should buy Eastern Condors and you should watch Eastern Condors, and that goes for everybody.
That's the Criterion Sammo
Yeah.
Hung one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like halfway through the movie, and I'm like, Rachel's sitting there watching it, not really watching it because she doesn't give a shit. But I look at her, I'm like, this movie's really fucking serious. There's a couple jokes, but this is like a dead serious fucking war movie. I'm actually a little concerned because it like has a bit of a Sammo Hung sense of humor, but like it's genuinely just a fucking gritty ass action movie. And then Prodigal Son and Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Hedwig's really good. I did not know that. I was not prepared.
I've heard good things about it, but I've never seen it. It's on my list.
That song.
I actually did pick it up at the Criterion sale, but then I returned like half the movies I picked up because I way fucking overspent.
Oh, I did too a little bit. But me and Rachel have been talking about watching it for so fucking long.
I literally returned like $150 worth of movies.
Oh my god. That on this last one?
Yep.
Jesus. You know what you should do? You should just drive Uber. You make that in 2 years. Prodigal Son, also directed by Sammo Hung. Very good. I didn't like the beginning. Like the first 10, 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, this is just a dumb, it's not even a Shaw Brothers movie, but it's kind of playing that way. But then shit started to get rolling, and I'm like, oh no, it's actually really cool.
Well, I still got to watch Iceman Cometh because I picked that up at the Vinegar Syndrome sale, but haven't watched it
That's nothing like Prodigal Son.
Oh, well, I didn't figure it was. I'm just...
Nothing like Eastern Condors. Nothing like almost fucking anything.
Well,
it's
based
more,
on what I've heard, that's kind of its selling point is that it's nothing like
it's
most
more,
other movies.
It's more Highlander than anything else. It's
okay.
Fucking, it's
all right.
Bonkers.
I don't hate that.
That's our Aeon Flux.
I'm a fan
sidetrack.
of The Quickening. Like,
oh
to
god,
be clear.
I have a hard time explaining that series to people.
Yeah, I can understand that. It doesn't exactly make a lot of sense.
It was like the first one's, it's this great self-contained movie, but they went on and made a sequel, and the sequel doesn't make any sense, and they re-edited it so it would make sense, and it makes even less sense. But that's the one that they keep putting out, and they won't fucking release the original cut, even though it makes more sense. It doesn't make sense, but it makes more sense. But then also, he's a good guy, and he got like all the powers and like the knowledge of the entire world or some shit, and he used that to try to save everybody, but in doing so, he's actually killing everybody. It's really fucking weird.
It's so fucking stupid, but I love it.
And then that movie sucked so bad, they made a third one that's not much better, but they're ignoring everything that happened in the second one, and it doesn't make any sense. It makes even less sense. At least the second one continued the story. Why did he win the prize if Mario Van Peebles and all of his friends are just buried in a fucking cave or whatever? And then the fourth one doesn't have anything to do with any of those movies. It follows the show.
Yeah, the fourth one is just the show. And
then
completely ignores all the other movies too.
And then for some reason they made a fifth one, and it fucking.
And that one's
just a straight to not even straight to DVD. That was a straight.
But that one's a show one too.
Yeah, that is what's his butt.
Adrian Paul.
Yeah, and it's in the future again.
They decided to make The Quickening with Adrian Paul.
The Quickening is a fucking masterpiece compared to that thing.
Ooh, oh, okay, all right.
I do love Highlander 2, but I really want to see the original cut.
I have the original cut on Laserdisc,
where they're aliens and everything's red instead of blue. Or
I have the original cut on Laserdisc.
Yeah, that's a fun series to try and like wrap people's head around. But I'm like, if you love the first movie, there's 4 other movies for you to watch. If you like the first movie, you're good.
If you watch the first movie and were like, I'd really like to see how they fuck this up, wish granted.
I do think they got one casting choice right with the remake that they're planning.
Which is?
Batista as the Kurgan.
Oh, yeah, that's a good choice.
But
I like that.
Henry Cavill's still going to be the Highlander. And I'm like, get the fuck right. He's too big. It's not.
I don't hate that idea. It's not ideal casting for me, but I don't hate it.
He should be I think he should be smaller and more, like, less assuming, you know? Henry Cavill's like 6 feet tall.
Well, I mean, is he still in like full Superman buffness, or is he slimmed down a bit?
He's Henry Cavill. I think he's gonna be huge and.
I guess maybe like if he's like giant butt, because the idea was the Kurgan was supposed to just dwarf him.
And it's weird because Batista's lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, Batista's looking pretty slim.
Because he wants to be like an actor now.
Yeah,
and he can because he's fucking.
Yes, Batista's fantastic.
Cabin.
He's really doing the work on the
Cabin
acting.
at the End of the World or whatever the fuck.
No,
the movie's called
Knock at the Cabin.
Knock
Door.
at the Cabin. The movie. The book is called Cabin at the End of the World.
Loved that movie.
Very good. The book had the way better ending, but the movie's still pretty good.
I have not read the book. May need to read it.
Read the book. The book
if it's better in the movie, because I enjoyed the shit out of the movie.
I think it's mostly like they're mostly the same. Just that fucking ending.
I enjoyed the ending. I thought the ending.
The ending's
was
fine.
Good.
It's just the book. I listened to the book first.
Oh, okay.
So
The book's just got a better ending. Is what it is.
I don't think we have much else to say about Aeon Flux because we've been talking about her for the last half hour.
I was going to say we could cut the last 20 minutes, no problem.
Aeon Flux is a really awesome show. Do you have any final thoughts on Aeon Flux, and then we can bullshit some more and do whatever the fuck we want?
Yeah, if you're on the fence about your relationship with kink, watch Aeon Flux and it will let you know if you're into it or not.
Trevor Goodchild's tongue goes into a lot of a lot of ears.
And ears, mouths, feet.
And he wiggles it a lot.
Everywhere you could put it on a cable television station, he puts it.
Yeah, not premium cable, like just MTV.
The bottom
cable,
of the bottom of a locker,
like basic.
A
cable.
raw egg.
The movie's fine if you want a generic action movie, but
no, the show's where it's at.
The show is
where it's at.
Yeah, the DVD collection is like $7 on Amazon. If you can find it somewhere else, get it. But if you can't find it anywhere else,
try and find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But if you can't, it's so worth that money. That $7 is a goddamn steal for this.
Yeah, it's cool. It's super cool. It's really awesome. It's so of the fucking early 90s that it'll just take you right back there.
I'm gonna say for what it is, this gets my highest possible rating.
Clarissa will be there to explain nothing because she never lived. She never saw this show.
This shit would blow Clarissa's goddamn mind.
I think we're done. We're going to get out of here. It's really hot up here. You can probably hear the fan going or the air conditioner or whatever this big bastard is that's outside the door. And that's okay. So this will actually be the end of Sharks Across Tokyo this year. Eventually, we will shit out 4 episodes for Sharks Across Tokyo, but shit keeps on happening. I was going to keep it 3 anyways because next week we're doing Toxic Avenger. In preparation for Macon Blair's Toxic Avenger that comes out at the end of the month.
That's day 1. That's opening day. Got to be there.
Yep, I'm there. Yeah, let's let's get out of here. Do you have anything to plug?
Just follow me on Instagram at Samuel Mance. Links in the description on the show Instagram at the Shark Pod. So please give us a follow there. I do need more Instagram followers because clubs will not book you if you don't have Instagram followers. It's stupid, but that's the way it is. And I do try and put stuff on my Instagram to give you a little chuckle from time to time. I try and do things at least a few times a week that is kind of funny there for you. So, you could do worse. All I'm saying, it costs you nothing. Fucking subscribe. Why aren't you subscribed? Okay.
Because you keep on harping about fucking capitalism and stuff, and everybody just wants you to make them laugh.
That's fair.
Tell more jokes about fucking your mom, loser, or your dog, or whatever you fuck now. I haven't heard your accent in a while.
It's my mom.
You can follow us on everything at the Shark Pod, and you can give us money at patreon.com/SharksCrossHollywood if you give a shit, which you probably don't. So fuck you, but that's okay.
It wouldn't be Sharks Cross Hollywood if we didn't say fuck you to the audience that's not fucking there.
But the one guy that is there, and he's like got his little angry inch out, and he's fucking like.
That's what he's here for. He's here because only when you finally drop the fuck you to the audience, that's when he finally busts his nut.
Ew. You know what? I heard somebody refer to coming like as nutting, but like too many times in a row.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see how that'd put you off.
They didn't say like, "Hey, he's coming. Oh, he's busting a nut." They're just like, "Oh, he's nutting. He's nutting." I'm like, ew. It sounds so gross. Ew. Just don't. Ugh. And then
the word nut has lost its appeal for you then, I assume.
And I'm gonna take my self-righteous nonsense over to next week when we're talking about the Toxic Avenger, which is a fucking gross movie.
Delightfully so, though.
We can't get away from it. This show's gross. The next movie we're talking about is gross. We might need to do like Left Behind or something after that to wash the taste out of our mouth.
Yeah, that'll help.
Let's get the fuck out of here. We'll be back next week with the Toxic Avenger. But until then, stay jawsome.